basically like a concept of a treadmill or a riding tractor or something like that. This is a duration, so if I come up here, you can see you can put in your 3 emergency contacts, and then you can actually change. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be looking at a very practical device that if you are an outside adventurer, be it motorcycle, dirt bike, quad, four-wheel off-road, bicyclist, horse rider, any of those kind of things where you're out and you're either solo or you're going to get separated from a group, this is the device that you should have. Okay, this is the Ridersmate. And this is like a tracking device for you, and also an emergency alert device for you. And this is coming to us from Tradewick, and I'll have a link in the show notes where you can pick this up. But this is definitely one of those devices that you should have with you for your own safety and protection, because if you go out, even if you're just a motorcyclist, and you hit a pothole and you're just driving home from work or something, maybe you work late, have a remote area that you drive through that's not a heavily traveled one, you can hit potholes, sand, an animal can run up in front of you, and basically, this is going to alert someone that you have an accident. And it's the same if you're horseback riding out in the woods or something, or you're quadding and you're hitting those off-road tracks with your dirt bike or your quads, and you flip it or something. This device is going to save your life, hopefully. Okay, so what is this? Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. But this is advanced GPS safety and tracking for cyclists, bikers, and horse riders. And basically what it's going to do is you're going to have this device coupled to you and your vehicle. Vehicle being your horse, your motorcycle, your bike, whatever. And this has got built-in GPS. And also, it's going to have a SIM card, so you're going to have some kind of plan. Now maybe your current carrier, like Verizon, AT&T, or whatever, you can go and get an extra SIM card. And all this needs the ability to do is send a text message, okay? All it has to do is send a text. And it does that through that kind of a plan. So you're going to have something in here for a SIM card that allows it to send us a text out. And that's really it. It's got built-in GPS. It's going to send your coordinates out. It's going to say, hey, there's an emergency, riders down. And you can put up to 3 emergency contacts in this thing, and it'll send it to all 3. So somebody is going to get a notification saying, hey, I have had an accident. I'm down. Here's my GPS coordinates. It's also going to cover a lot of different other things. So let's take a look. Your location, which is your latitude and your longitude, which I've already said, the time of your accident, the speed you were going when the accident happened, the direction you were traveling, the altitude, and it's going to send a Google map link. So all that information is going to get sent to your emergency contact. Now, you do have a way of actually canceling that. If you do have an accident but you're okay, you can cancel it through this device, or hopefully you have your phone on you and you can just let them know that, hey, I'm okay. And we'll get into that. So here's the actual device itself. You've got a unique IEMI number here, so it's just as covered up. This is what your carrier will know this device through and allow it to send text messages on a network. So basically like a concept of a treadmill or a riding tractor or something like that. This is a magnetic connection that couples with your device. Now somehow, based on what type of vehicle you've got, you're going to connect this to you. As you can see here, this is a nice little strap here that you can connect to you. And somehow you're going to connect it to your vehicle via a carabiner. That looks like they include a couple. Here's kind of a hook. So maybe this is good for a horse bridle or saddle or something. And then here's like a nice little strap to go around your waist or something like that. So the basic concept here is you connect it to your vehicle, and when you get thrown from it, boom, this little magnetic thing just pops it, and this now sends a text message with all that information saying there's been an accident, I've been decoupled from my vehicle. Now you have like 30 seconds to get up and just reconnect it like that, because this is going to send 2 quick bursts. I think every 30 seconds for 60 seconds it's going to send 2 alerts, and you have a way to cancel it just by reconnecting it, saying everything's okay, and it'll send a cancellation notice. So also, say you actually don't get decoupled from the vehicle, say it flips over and rolls on top of you and you're still connected to this and your vehicle, you can hold this down for like 5 to 7 seconds or something, and it's going to send. Let's actually try it, because this should have juice, but it's not actually got a SIM card, so I can't really demonstrate that. But if you just hold this down, you're going to see these lights, and it'll tell you that you've actually, well, maybe I have to power it on. That might help. Let's power it up. So here's the power button over here. So now you can see it's actually on. So now I've had an accident, and I'm just where I can reach this. I'm not thrown. Maybe I'm trapped under my vehicle, so I can hold this down, and you can see here, hopefully it'll send out a text message here. Boom. So if I had a SIM card in this, boom, an alert just went out without me having to be decoupled from it. I'm able to just push this SOS and actually have it do that. So some more little buttons over here that we'll go over. This is where your SIM card goes, so this is where your actual carrier card is going to go. You can put that in here, activate this, get it on a plane, and now it's viable SMS text messaging. This is where you can hook it to your computer, charge it, and also program it. And we'll have part 2 of this video of actually looking at the application that you use to do that. You can use it on a Mac and a PC, and we will look at the PC version. So let's go ahead and shut it off. Gotta hold it in just a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, so that's the gist of the Ridersmate. Definitely something that you should have if you are, like I said, outdoor adventurer, and you're going to be a solo person. If you're out doing it on your own, or if you're just going to be in a group, but you have that ability to get, maybe you're on a bike marathon and you're going to get, 30 miles in, and you can easily get, separated from the pack. A pothole, something, you can be laying in a ditch somewhere. It could knock you out. Don't be surprised. This is something that you should really have for your own safety and protection when you're out there doing those kind of adventures. Because the last thing you want to do is, have permanent damage because you were laying trapped or unconscious or something for a set amount of time where, that time's precious. If somebody could get to you and get you first aid, you could, seriously prevent paralysis, brain damage, who knows what else, loss of blood. There are a lot of different things. You could even be hypothermia if you're out doing it in the cold weather. You could be out there and freeze to death. Just because you were unconscious or knocked out, then, hey, this sends an alert to your family and friends, whoever you want, 3 people, a text message that says, hey, I've had an accident. And if you let them know when you get this, that this is something that you're going to have set up, they'll watch for it and they'll know, hey, uh-oh, something's happened. And if they don't see any kind of rebuttal saying, oh, hey, it's been canceled, I'm okay, then they can act on it and try to get you help. So that's the gist of it, guys. So let's pause this video. We're going to go in and we're going to take a look at the application and some of the configuration, because you can do certain things. This is set up, I think, by default to report in kilometers and kilometers per hour, but we can change that to miles per hour and miles and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of different configurations we can put in here for your preferences, and just a really neat device to really have for that situation. So again, check the show notes. I'll have a link. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and let's get into the application. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. Just a quick look at the software. So once you scan for unit, it'll see it, and it will download any new information. You can see fetch unit log data right there. You have reports. There's my rides. You can actually type a name in, and it'll come down here to this map. You can do hybrid, satellite, normal, or terrain, and it'll actually map it with the GPS coordinates from your ride. You can actually come up here and do reports. So we just click there. This is get database log report. You can do start time, end date, time, whatever, selected unit. So if you've got multiple units even, you can actually select a different unit and hit go. Here are your rides. It'll keep them, select a ride, name, description, all that information, and again it'll show it on a nice map down here with satellite, normal, or terrain. And then finally you can come to this tab right here to do some configuration. So if I come up here, you can see you can put in your 3 emergency contacts, and then you can actually change it. Its default is kilometers per hour and kilometers, but you can change that to miles per hour and miles. You just have to have this attached and then actually hit save. It'll update the configuration on your actual device. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you the website and actually what it pertains. So let's go ahead and bring this up. And this is what a sample looks like. So let me just go back to the main website here. And there you go. That is what it's going to send to your phone if you want, but then your contacts phones from Ridersmate. No emergency assistance required, and that's just like a non-emergency right there. But you know, it could be an emergency. So if you want, watch their video. I'll have a link in the show notes where you can pick this up, and have a link to their website as well. So if you want to watch their video and show their little demonstration, then that is a possibility. But you can see down here, it does do road cyclists, mountain bikers, horse riders, all that kind of stuff. One Ridersmate for all rides. We'll scroll just a little bit there. An advanced GPS safely and tracking for road cyclists, yada yada yada. So anyway, guys, that is the Ridersmate. Definitely a cool device for your safety, especially, like I said, if you're an adventurer and outdoors and you just love to get out there and do that kind of stuff. And especially if you're not in a group and you like to do it solo, or you get, you know, separated from the pack, this is definitely something to have. And, you know, your safety should come first when you're out doing that kind of stuff. So this is, you know, something that you don't want to regret not getting, and get into those situations where you might get trapped, hurt, and, you know, could risk further injury just from not getting the assistance that you need. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, subscribe to the show, and as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.